Kaya loisandribo? As, karangana sa siya na harago.
Kaya noisibo, kaya siya pinaisibo.
Hima, COVID ki vaccine kapto siya na ngana adu phas na hai ni dudi.
First, the headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi withdraws all 3 farm laws, asks agitating farmers to go home. India reported 11,106 new coronavirus infections, 459 fresh fatalities in the last 24 hours. An Indian Air Force Mi-17 helicopter crash-landed in eastern Arunachal Pradesh, all reported safe. Hello and welcome to LETV, your English news bulletin. I'm your host Dimita Hanjabam. Before giving you the news, we request you to follow the SOP given by the government. Wear face masks when out in public, wash hands regularly and maintain a minimum of 6 feet between one person and another. LETV requests you to get vaccinated in time to protect ourselves from this virus and play your part in the fight against COVID-19. Now the news in details. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Friday announced that the centre has decided to repeal all the 3 controversial farm laws that saw widespread protests and requested the protesting farmers to return back to their home. This had been almost 1 year after farmers sat in the protest against the 3 controversial farm laws in Delhi and across the country. In his address to nations, Prime Minister said that the government has formed a committee comprising centre agri experts and farmers to work on the benefits for the crop growers. The Prime Minister said the government is working on changing the crop patterns. The Prime Minister said that the four-pronged measures of seeds, insurance, market and savings were taken to ameliorate the conditions of farmers. Along with good quality seeds, the government also connected the farmers with facilities like neem-coated urea, soil health card and micro-irrigations, he said. The Prime Minister pointed out all many initiatives had been taken for the farmers to get the right price for their produce in return for their hard work. The country has strengthened its rural market infrastructure. The Prime Minister said he have come to tell us that the whole country that had decided to withdraw all 3 agricultural laws. In the Parliament session starting later this month, they will complete the constitutional process to repeal these 3 agricultural laws. In the spirit of the Holy Guru Parab, the Prime Minister said that today is not the day for blaming anyone and rededicated himself to work for the welfare of the farmers. He announced the formations of the committee to promote zero budgeting-based agriculture, to change crop patterns as per the changing needs of the country, and to make MSP more effective and transparent. The committee will have representatives of the central government, state governments, farmer agricultural scientists, and agricultural economists. Bharatiya Kisan Union BKU leader Rakesh Tikait on Friday said that the ongoing anti-farm law protests will be withdrawn after the continuous legislations are repealed in Parliament. Rakesh Tikait said that the government should talk to farmers over the issues of minimum support price, MSP of the crop and other matters. Congress leader and Union Finance Minister P. Chidambaram tweeted, "What cannot be achieved by democratic protest can be achieved by the fear of impending elections." Prime Minister announcement on the withdrawal of the 3 farm laws is not inspired by the change of policies or the change of heart. It is implied by the fear of elections, he added. Punjab Congress President Navjot Singh Sidhu said that the agitations by the farmers have achieved a historic success. Maharaja Leshem Basanajawa MP RS visited Thoram Cafe yesterday and attended a public reception program. Speaking on the occasion, the Maharaja of Manipur, who is also a Rajya Sabha MP, said this is his first ever visit to the historic place. He added that his grandfather Maharaj Buddhachandra, the then king of Manipur, visited the site 75 years ago. He expressed happiness to be there and paid the floral tributes in the memory of his grandfather's legacy. He also thanked the villagers of Tharon for preserving the ancient cultural heritage. He assured the villagers of constructing a multi-conventional hall and a tourist center near Tharon Cave to accommodate and facilitate tourists. He spoke about the constructions, a big playground for youths and for other general purposes after consultations with the state government. He continued that the better road connectivity would be provided for this heritage village. He expressed displeasure to the former Hills representatives for neglecting their respective constituency and not readdressing their grievance properly. The Rajya Sabha MP also unveiled a memorial stone during his royal visits to the sacred cave. Maharaja Sanajauba was accompanied by ex-MLA and a former president of BJP Manipur State, Mainam Bharat, BJP in charge of the Tamenglong district, T.H. Yumjao Singh, executive member and a BJP intending candidate, Huri Golmai and other leaders. The 3-day-long event of the first Rani Gaidinglu Sports and Culture program was concluded today at the Longmai Common Ground under Nonne district. The program was organized by the Rongmei Naga Lui Phon Manipur RNLPM under the motto of Reignite the Glory. As part of the event, handing over the gifts, performance of the traditional dances and distribution of the prize were the main highlights. Minister of Tribal Affairs and Hills Transport GAD Wongzogin Valti and the Chairman Longmai Paiji Kangzui Chung were the chief guests and the guest of honor respectively. Valti, while speaking on the event, encouraged all the women and a team to participate, to be actively involved in the field of sports and expressed gratitude to the organizing committee and for conducting such a historic event for the women in remembrance of the freedom fighter Haipai Rani Gaidinglu. Also, Gaidon Kamai Special Invitee State Executive Manipur State Napoleon Rongmei, DFO Nonne and many CEOs leader attended the event as a main guest. Volleyball final match were kicked off by the chief guest and the match were played between Gangto Village Khopum versus Tamluk Village and the match was won by Gangto Village Khopum. Winners of the march past competitions and the cultural dance competitions were also felicitated. The program concluded with a word of thanks from the Vice President of the RNLPM, Ningthui Luing Kamsom. India saw 11,106 new cases of COVID-19 in the last 24 hours, according to the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. As many as 459 deaths were reported in the last 24 hours, increasing the total deaths count to 4,65,082. With the fresh fatalities, the country's overall case lot has now mounted to 3,44,89,623, while the active case lot stands at 1,26,620. India has continued to experience a decline in coronavirus cases for the past 2 months. This could be because of the speed of the COVID-19 vaccination drive. Yesterday, India administered 65 lakh doses of vaccines. Meanwhile, Mizoram has recorded 6 deaths due to COVID-19 infections in the last 2 days. While the state reported 2 COVID-19 deaths in the Friday morning, it registered 4 deaths on Thursday. Mizoram reported 497 new coronavirus cases in the last 24 hours. While 395 cases were detected during RGAT tests, 48 cases were found positive for the virus during RT-PCR tests, 53 during TrueNet tests, and 1 case were detected due FIR tests. With the new positive cases, Mizoram's total number of COVID-19 cases increased to 1,30,912 on Friday. The deadline disease had so far claimed the lives of 473 people in Mizoram. The state's positivity rate stands at 13.46%. In the last 24 hours, a total of 525 patients recovered from the disease. The state's recovery rate stands at 95.74%. Mizoram currently has a total of 5,269 active cases. An Indian Air Force Mi-17 helicopter crash-landed in the eastern Arunachal Pradesh with 2 pilots and 3 crew members on board. The helicopter was carrying out a maintenance sortie from Hayuliang to Rochen when the incident took place. A code of injury will be ordered to ascertain the reasons for the incident, source added. Indo-Tibetan Border Police ITBT troops from Rocham post carried out the rescue operation. All of them are safe, the report added. Now let's take a short commercial break. Stay tuned for more updates.
Sion Hospital na Hagsel gi Maikaida awon ba ama purakna bagi khongthangda Nambol Bazar gi Koireng Road ta hospital ama hangdoktuna ana laing gi khudong chaba piba hauzare. Medicine, ENT, Gynecology, Orthopedics, Pediatrics na chingba departments kaya amada laing ba chathari. 24/7 gi facilities piduna X-ray, ultrasound, special and routine laboratory test kaya tawbagi khudong chaba su pizari. Sion Hospital asina adomgi isabu na deyekta na lainaba laing naba hotnabada achoba thodang lauduna adongi punsibu nungayay faba punsima oina bagi pandam thamdi didim lambida tangna tomthin nga liba hospital asina adongi laing bagi maikaida achoba thodang lauzari. Sion Healthcare and Research Institute, Nambol Makha, Koireng Road. Contact number 0385-2956-711.
Rohan Film, cyclist and philanthropist na Cycling for Humanity campaign gi makada kunay asigi sotharaba kanglup singbu tengbang duna lakli. Reading e-ride na paikachari ba one household, one e-scooter campaign asidasu hena mapungfa na ba mating pangminers.
Manipur gumba pikraba state asidadi ekoina chachok chachin tawriba jaga singsi khudna lamba pumba jaga da ngaktoba maram aduna mayam gi damakta leijare environmental friendly oiriba adongi perfect partner e-scooter. One household, one e-scooter. Hairiba campaign asida mayam khudimagsu saruk yamnasi.
For more queries, please visit our showroom at Sangay Pronintem Call, Moirang Patlo or Tobal Atokpam. And do visit our website arambay2020.com or Arambay 2020 app.
Welcome back again. You're watching LTV English News. Two police officers in Bihar's Madhubani district on Thursday broke into the chambers of a judge, pulled out their service weapon and assaulted the judge before lawyers in the subdivisional court complex heard the commotions and rescued him. Additional District Judge Avinash Kumar Wand, the target of the attack by the two police officers, later reported the attack to the Patna High Court. At a special hearing later in the evening, the Patna High Court said prima facie it appears that these episodes put the independence of judiciary in jeopardy and ordered the Bihar Director General of Police DGP S.H. Singhal to file a status report in the steel cover and be present in the court on the next date of hearing, November 29, in view of the magnitude and the enormity of the issues involved. Both police officers started misbehaving and manhandling the judge, and not only this, they also physically assaulted him. They also took out their service revolver and wanted to attack the officers. However, certain court employees and advocates reached there, due to which life of the officers was safe. The two policemen were later trashed by the lawyers. The lawyers have demanded strict actions against the two police officers and the District Superintendent of Police, Dr. Satya Prakash. Some lawyers said that a recent order by the judge against senior police officers appeared to have angered the police. There was however, no confirmation. Chief Electoral Officer Manipur Rajesh Agrawal emphasized the need of observing SWIP program effectively and has asked all concerned district elections officials to release the objectives and importance of the SWIP programs launched by the Election Commissions of India in 2009. He spoke at the state-level SWIP consultation workshop organized by the Chief Electoral Officer Manipur at the Imperial Hall, Hotel Classic Grande Chingmairom. As part of the workshop, short video titled Power of 18 Anthem, short explanatory videos on the voter helpline applications and the voter portal were launched by Rajesh Agrawal. The event was in the presence of the Under-Secretary ECI Guja Bhatta Aneja and her team. Another initiative titled We the People, a multilingual anthem by D.O. Churachandpur was also launched. Rajesh Agrawal stressed to make voters proactive voters and the need to make aware of the entire electoral process to achieve the goal of SWIP. For Elite TV News Channel, contact to the email address info@elitetv.in or 9402-890-982 and subscribe to Elite TV YouTube channel or follow on Facebook page, Instagram and Twitter for more information about the channel. Now let's take a look at the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi withdraws all 3 farm laws, asks agitating farmers to go home. India reported 11,106 new coronavirus infections, 459 fresh fatalities in the last 24 hours. And an Indian Air Force Mi-17 helicopter crash-landed in eastern Arunachal Pradesh, all reported safe. And that's all for now. For more updates, keep watching Elite TV English News. Thank you and have a great day.